Wanda Maximoff figures out Amaranth's origin by going through her cells. Amaranth is the child or the daughter of freedom and control, the deities of them, and pretty much her being alive is the truce between the two deities. And this is her real name. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I guess it means among power and balance. This is Scarlet Witch issue 10. A lot of people were asking me to review this, and I got you. It sucks this is the last issue of this volume because I've actually been liking this run a lot. Inside of Wanda's treasury area in the Emporium, we saw that the Black Cat actually was trying to steal this cauldron, right? And Wanda stopped her. But Amaranth is actually stealing this rod that Wanda put away a long time ago and asks Black Cat like, hey, I want to make you like a makeshift like camp. I'm gonna go save my student. You stay here. Wanda flies. This is see Amaranth with the Tri-Crown of Chaos Godhead. And it's practically killing Amaranth like low-key. Wanda figures out the spell that was covering like Amaranth's whereabouts and where she came from, where Wanda couldn't decipher who she is blazing all around her now. And now Wanda can go inside her cell and figure out who the hell she is. Her genetic structure is a realm of its own. Each cell is like a spell. The cells of her body are based on magic, not biology. With the probability manipulation, she can figure out how to save Amaranth here. This is when we figure out that freedom and control are the parents of Amaranth. And her being alive, the daughter between the two, is the truce between the two deities not fighting each other. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm assuming she's one of the most powerful characters in Marvel. Not crazy amount, but her potential is there. Wanda now has to cure each cell with the probability manipulation. Wanda has to cure her past, make her remember the past with the probability manipulation, which was pretty damn cool, seeing all these cells and the biological aspect to this, when that is legit magic. She says, what? I can see it? Wanda, you did it. I know who I am, but what am I supposed to do? She says, I'm too far gone. There's nothing I can do here. Wanda has an amazing teaching moment here. She grabs Amaranth. She says, never. You're in shock. The Tri-Crown is twisting your power, making you believe that's not you. Wanda even says like, hey, I went through shit too after the House of M stuff, and I brought the mutants back, and you just gotta forgive yourself. Accept what you are. Unleash progress. Amaranth gets a scar on her shoulder, and what Wanda says is that a scar is not a wound, it's a wound defeated, because you have battle scars, I guess. A nice metaphor, which is pretty cool now that they actually have battle scars from all of this. When they get back to the Emporium, they find out that Black Cat took the cauldron and she dipped. I'm like, yo, Black Cat needs to be talked about how she's probably the best thief in comics. That's it? You're just gonna let Black Cat steal your shit and leave? She's like, listen, Amaranth, I needed to save you. You're way more important than a damn cauldron that I can just track down later. Now, Darcy comes in right to the Emporium. She's like, are you guys okay? Wanda's like, I figured out what Amaranth's origins are, and I knew Agatha was trolling me this whole time. First, the clone with my father that we saw last year, a couple years ago, and now with Amaranth. But Amaranth gets like this weird obsession, like, you took me in? Like, am I just like a rescue dog? Like, what the hell? No, Amaranth, that's not what I meant. Where Amaranth says, she's like, listen, you've been a great friend, but you're no teacher, which I felt kind of weird about. But Amaranth's like, I'm gonna dip because I need to figure out this shit on my own or find a better teacher. And she literally dips. I mean, like, what? Darcy explains like, yeah, Wanda, she'll come back. And then Darcy's like, why can you teach me this shit? And Wanda's like, you're already my equal. Like, I don't need to teach you anything, like, at all. You've been a great friend and ally. You run the whole damn Emporium. After this talk, Wanda's like, listen, I need a break. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and I need like a breath of fresh air. This is when we find out that Wanda has scars on her hands for helping Amaranth. I don't know if they're gonna be permanent, but this is insane. Looks like, you know, burns, like actual fire burns on her body, and she flies in the sky. Lastly, we're gonna be seeing Wanda back in the Vision Scarlet Witch special at the end of the year, or like middle of the summer. It sucks that we can't continue on with this whole volume, but how do you guys feel about this? I'm enjoying this whole Amaranth thing. Hopefully we get to see her in her solo run.